They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end.
Gets loose in the middle. Turning it on. He's at the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Marshall's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Back to throw, it's Turner. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Marshall will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Using his legs, it's Frazier.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
With the catch, it's Branch.
I really like the slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Branch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. 29 Philly. The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They are up by 7 over the Stallions. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man, it's Turner. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Pocket breaking down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the Honey Badger before the Honey Badger, but playing D-line. All time.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. The quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
He's tackled at the 48-yard line.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the Dogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. So going for it on fourth down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give them a run-pass option, but not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Young. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Oh, he makes the catch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They're going to run it. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty damn quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Turner. Finds his man, it's Norton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Marshall quick to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Finds a little space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the foot.
It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll take it himself. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And the evolution of the quarterback position, basically you should call it running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Grabbed in the middle. It's Delp. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Norton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Moves around to clear up the vision. Crosses to 40. Lots of running room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't fall.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Marshall will be forced to punt. A low line drive and not his best work. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He uncorks one deep. He's got it at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll give it to the back. He's loose. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Scanning the field, it's Turner. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Grab behind the line. It's Humphries. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Give to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. It doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
To the air, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hold and finds his man on the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
There he goes.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. And the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover.
Oh, a lot of space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees
wide open spaces. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Second down coming up. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. The screen, and watch out. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Humphreys. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Makes the grab. It's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Rush is on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the ball.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 25.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Looking to throw again. Using his feet to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That's a high ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. A low line drive and short kick. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David.
Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Dogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Completes it in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Wide open downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Going over the top. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And